The latest episode of In Godfrey We Trust feels less like a comedy podcast and more like a group of comics staring at the same headline and asking, in unison, who exactly is this protecting? Hosted by Godfrey, with Dante Nero as co-host and guests Eva Evans, Akeem Woods, Vishnu Vaka, and Dean Edwards, the conversation kicks off when Vishnu Vaka introduces the controversy around the Epstein files in their latest release. Or, more accurately, their non-release. What immediately stands out is how the group reacts to the sheer audacity of it all.
No, I mean, bro, they redacted like they literally released like 18,000 sheets of documents with nothing in there. They got like a Trump.
Oh, they just blacked it all out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see that? But you're on his ass.
And then
it was so much they still had stuff.
They got him on there big time, but
they
it's
had
all blacked out, so you know it's guilty shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Someone just took a Sharpie and was like,
Yeah.
get the Sharpie, get it!
Yeah.
Someone was like,
They said
I need a fatter Sharpie.
$800,000 in overtime redacting Trump's name out of the
800,000, Jesus
Wow.
Christ!
in overtime.
Damn.
And he's still caught up.
He's
Yeah.
Still pitches, still caught up. It's just
Yeah.
like, but they don't care, dog. And they don't, all of them, you know how many times I was like, if you want to check out my Instagram, I post all of the January 6th dudes who now doing some pedophilia shit. Now just got rearrested for some pedophilia. 12
A lot of them are, yeah.
All of them are back in because when you're a criminal, you're a criminal.
Right.
People don't change.
right.
These are dirtbag motherfuckers. You think they're not going to be dirtbag?
That observation feeds into a larger critique of American hypocrisy. Godfrey and Dante contrast how certain groups are treated by the system. The KKK retaining tax-exempt status, while organizations like the Black Panthers were dismantled.
KKK is a tax-exempt organization.
So was the
I saw
Catholic
a
Church,
meme about
and they
that.
perpetuated fucking
But they all
slavery.
do it in the name of Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they're tax exempt, and then they dismantled Black Panthers, and Black Panthers were actually like serving food.
They were serving
Yeah, they
food
had
before.
the breakfast for the kids.
Breakfast. All the
Yeah.
gangs in
They
Chicago
started that.
were that first.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they're tax exempt. They burn crosses.
Tax exempt.
The churches are tax exempt too, and
It's
the
the fact
same
that they're-
Klans people are active members in the churches.
And most of the Klan dudes, fuck, man, that's some crazy
And
taxes.
they dumb as shit.
They're
That's
dumb,
Yeah.
and
when
they're
you
not.
hear
They don't
them
got a lot of
talking,
money
you
anyway.
There's like three little white boys that's on Parker. There's another three of them that all they do is talk to Trump supporters. When you talk to these people, they're dumb as rocks.
Those
Bro.
comic dudes.
No, the little white dudes who are like liberal white dudes. One is Parker, the other one is I forget, and one Adam Mockler, and another one. It's like three of them. Well, it's actually four of them. But they go out and they talk to Trump people.
What have Trump done? What has Trump done?
Trump, in this framing, isn't a savior or a mastermind. He's a pathological liar who's figured out how to surf grievance while institutions scramble to clean up behind him. The episode takes a surreal detour into the Rob Reiner controversy, with Godfrey and the panel openly speculating on the disturbing optics around Rob Reiner's son, Nick. The language is intentionally blunt. Sociopath, Jeffrey Dahmer vibes. Not as diagnosis, but as commentary on how normalized extreme behavior has become.
Oh, I want to say this. This whole damn, this is fucked up. That Rob Reiner shit. Oh man.
Damn.
That shit.
You
said what
Trump made it
happened?
about him.
He got
I didn't
killed.
hear nothing about that.
Rob Reiner.
You know who Rob Reiner is?
Yeah.
You
He
knew him as a
directed,
director.
Yeah.
but we knew him as an actor on a
As a
sitcom.
son-in-law.
Oh, okay.
He was Mike Stivic. He was the Pollock on there. Yeah, he was the son-in-law who was always going at Archie because he was a
But he was
liberal.
going after Trump hard.
Yeah, he was but he played like he was
Liberal.
real life.
Yeah,
He was a
yeah.
liberal.
Right.
He believed in activism, stuff like that. And Archie was like, "Will you shut up, Polak?" And then you know what I mean. But it was All in Family is a brilliant fucking show. So yeah, his son, who was talking crazy for the longest damn time, fucking murdered them. Hey,
Yeah,
I
that's
sent
what
you
they
some videos on Nick just to listen to him. He was watch.
Oh, he
this is
looks
the-
crazy.
Watch this. Hold on.
Crazy. I get crazy.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to set me off.
Were you ever worried that that Nick could shine poorly on your career or something like that?
No. That never crossed my mind. I mean, you know, he's my son. I love him. It doesn't matter. He's more important than anything that could happen to me.
When Trump allegedly mocks Reiner after his reported death, the panel doesn't treat it as shocking anymore. They treat it as predictable narcissism.
My thing is, I get, now I'm not going to be phony if I didn't like somebody.
Right.
But why are you saying anything?
But
Just
then
don't say
right.
nothing. Because it's an insult.
just
We were
talking
just talking about
That's
that.
so
Yeah.
crazy.
Like when people die, you don't be phony. If you didn't like them, you
People
didn't like
love
them.
being phony.
But don't
If
say
you
shit.
didn't like him, you didn't like
Okay,
him.
what did it say?
There's a very sad thing happened last night in Hollywood. Rob Reiner, a tortured and struggling, but once very talented movie director and comedy star, has passed away together with his wife Michelle. Reportedly, due to the anger he caused others through his massive, unyielding, and incurable affliction with a mind-crippling disease known as Trump derangement syndrome, sometimes referred to as TDS. He was known to have driven people crazy by his raging obsession of President Donald J. Trump, with his obvious paranoia reaching new heights as the Trump administration surpassed all goals, expectations of greatness, and with the golden age of Trump, I guess what it is, whatever's on the left.
That's it.
Bro, that's like
You know how full of
narcissistic,
yourself
bro.
Like, to make someone's murder about you is
Yeah.
That
But he has-
He makes
created a
everything about him.
That's
Yeah.
narcissistic.
That's
disorder.
megalomania.
Yeah.
Narcissistic disorder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I read to make sure I didn't have any because we are all performers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no empathy, but I have that.
Right.
It's no empathy. You don't have empathy. Yeah, thank you, sir. And it's phony. You're phony. Yeah, you don't have any empathy. Everything is about you.
Yeah.
It's like it's scary.
Yeah.
You just notice Trump doesn't really, he doesn't have feeling. He smile. He laugh.
Yeah.
It's like
Looks like he's never
that's-
happy.
yeah,
No matter
that's-
what he gets away with, he's still never happy.
From there, the conversation slides naturally into the idea of celebrity sellouts, and this is where the Epstein files stop being about documents and start being about transactions. Nicki Minaj becomes a central example. Godfrey suggests her political turn isn't ideological, it's logistical. He lumps her in with figures like Stacey Dash and Candace Owens, people who he argues entered far-right spaces thinking proximity to power would protect them.
she made a deal. She must be getting somebody out of jail.
Her brother.
It has to be that.
Or her
There's
husband.
no-
Her husband's not
she's-
locked up, but they're saying that
She sounds
him a party.
insane.
At one point, she said that he was handsome.
Handsome and debonair.
Dashing.
And it's like, bitch, do you need my glasses? Because
No, it's not even that. She was told to do that.
Yeah, she was supposed to say that.
Because
Yeah.
it looks scripted.
She said something about black women gotta stop being mean to white women. What she said?
What?
Did you
Oh,
know?
you didn't see that one?
No.
Yo.
Yeah.
She
What?
went on to
Yes.
say- she said black
Yes.
women gotta stop.
She's stuck by the
She
script.
She said black
Yeah.
women gotta stop being mean to white people with blonde hair and blue eyes, and you don't have
That
to
doesn't-
downgrade them to be a
Does-
beautiful
does-
black queen or some
Does
bullshit.
she
It
have
was
some kind of
crazy.
schizophrenia? What?
I think she might.
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
insane.
Oh, she lost 10 million followers right off her.
Oh no, that wasn't true.
That wasn't true.
No, because her account was deactivated 4 months ago.
Oh, she's done.
She
Yeah, her
lost-
account was deactivated when she had the beef with Cardi.
Oh, okay.
So her account was been deactivated.
Oh, because we're talking about the
Yeah.
kids.
So she didn't
Oh,
lose.
yeah.
10, she didn't lose 10 million followers. So her account hasn't been active.
Oh, it's not
for
even on.
4 months. Yeah.
So,
she
That
might have
was 4
lost it
months
on
ago
Twitter.
already?
Maybe she
Wow.
lost it on Twitter. Maybe.
damn.
I ain't really mad at her because I
Oh,
feel like she
wow.
does. She's doing what she got to do whatever. But I just don't think that you don't get invited to the barbecue no more.
All of this sets up an interesting contrast with D.L. Hugley, whose take on the Epstein files is sharper, colder, and more prosecutorial. Where Godfrey approaches the issue like a comedian diagnosing a sick society, D.L. treats it like a crime scene everyone's pretending not to see.
What is clear, abundantly clear to anybody who's being honest at all, who's having a shred of integrity at all, that the men on that list are the most powerful men on the face of the earth. And I think There's obviously some people who are afraid that it will do damage to institutions and to governments. They are clearly the most powerful people on the face of the earth. This is like an old white man's game. This is pickleball. It is the province of rich, powerful white dudes who are trying to protect other rich, powerful white dudes. You know how I know that's true? Because they don't ever redact shit for black people. You're going to get to see the whole thing. Redaction and nigga do not go together.
His argument is straightforward. If your name is being protected, it's because your power is being protected. He points out that none of the politicians he's ever voted for appear in the Epstein files, and he accuses the current political establishment of deliberately stalling their release to shield themselves. Trump, in DL's telling, is a master of branding, slapping his name on stimulus checks, buildings, and institutions when things go well, and disappearing when the Epstein conversation comes up.
So the ability to just remove your name from anything you don't want people to see, the ability to redact things, man, that's a power I wish I had. Let me see your phone, see who you've been talking to. Here you go. What's this line? Oh, baby, that's redacted. This dude is shameless, and his people are just willing accomplices. They're sycophants that'll let him do anything, and I don't know what they're getting out of it. The economy's in tatters, our reputation's in tatters, you know, everything, like we're on the brink of war, but I don't know what they got. But this dude literally, if you are looking for Trump name, stop looking on the Epstein files and start looking on the Kennedy Center.
Where Godfrey laughs at the theater of it all, D.L. Hughley sounds exhausted by it. He frames the Epstein scandal not as a mystery, but as confirmation. The milk is spoiled. You don't need more context. That same tonal difference carries into how both men talk about Charlie Kirk and the Turning Point conference featuring Nicki Minaj. Godfrey treats the whole situation as farce, a movement built on outrage now scrambling to explain why its keynote speaker contradicts everything it claims to stand for. DL, on the other hand, goes straight for the moral contradiction. He questions how a movement that obsesses over family values and demonizes trans people seems remarkably unbothered by the fact that Nicki Minaj's brother is a convicted sex offender and her husband is a registered one. The irony, in his view, isn't subtle, it's screaming.
This is Nicki Minaj at Turning Point with Erica Kirk this weekend.
I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president.
This is what Charlie Kirk said specifically about Nicki Minaj.
I mean, Nicki Minaj, I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't.
Later on, Charlie Kirk specifically addressed what he thought of illegal immigrants.
Deported as soon as they're born here.
Yes, with their parents, absolutely.
You don't think that we should give them, we shouldn't encourage them to become productive members of American society?
No.
Do you believe in the American dream?
Yes, of course, for American citizens, not for every person around the planet.
I agree. I think we all agree.
Yes, it's not our job to open up our borders to every sad story around the planet.
Exactly, the adults, but the children did not choose to cross the border. They did not choose to come here.
Okay.
They have been placed here.
Exactly, so don't punish them by separating the mom and dad. They can all go back to their country of origin. It's very simple.
Nicki Minaj is virtually everything that the man who started that movement was against. But yet, she finds herself the keynote speaker at the very movement he founded. I find it ironic that the members of MAGA would turn their back on their principles so swiftly for convenience sake. It seems to be transactional. Nicki Minaj, and it seems to be that MAGA hates everything. They call themselves patriots, they call themselves Christians, but they seem to hate everything except racists, pedophiles, and sellouts. It astounds me that transgender people draw their ire more than pedophiles. But I guess for Nicki, that would be par for the course. Her brother is a pedophile. Her husband is a registered sex offender. And we know that MAGA doesn't have an aversion to that. That isn't a disqualifier for them. As a matter of fact, most weddings have a bride and a groom. Nicki Minaj's wedding had a bride and a groomer. And nothing is more MAGA than that.
The contrast between Godfrey and D.L. Hughley ultimately comes down to style, not substance. Godfrey uses humor as a pressure valve, laughing at the absurdity of a system that keeps telling people not to believe their own eyes. D.L. uses clarity as a weapon, stripping away excuses until what's left is uncomfortable and undeniable. Together, they paint a bleak but coherent picture. The Epstein files aren't stalled because the truth is unclear. They're stalled because it's too clear. Celebrities aren't drifting right because they're confused. They're doing math. And outrage culture isn't new. It's just finally colliding with receipts. If there's a punchline to all of this, it's that the redactions may delay accountability, but they don't erase memory. The internet doesn't forget. Comedy doesn't forget. And eventually, even the Sharpie runs out of ink.